Hi guys, welcome to chapter 6, lesson 7. Today we're going to be talking about placing the first digit. So the words on the screen are kind of a fancy way of saying sometimes when you're dividing, like let's say we're going to do 387 divided by 6. I can't do 3 divided by 6, so the first digit in my quotient isn't going to go above the 3. Okay, so we're going to kind of dig into that a little more, so let's get started. All right, here we have example 1. Adriana's family went to Yellowstone National Park during their vacation. Suppose one of Yellowstone's geysers erupts every 7 minutes. Okay, how many times does the geyser erupt in 65 minutes? Now, I don't know, maybe some of you are asking, what's a geyser? Well, here is a picture of a geyser. It's just kind of where some water bubbles up and bursts out of the ground. So if you never get to Yellowstone, here's what a geyser looks like. Pretty cool. I have not seen one in real life, but it would be pretty neat to see. All right, so anyways, they erupt every 7 minutes, and so we want to know how many can erupt in 65 minutes. So 65 divided by 7 is what we're going to be doing. So in this one, we're going to estimate to check our answer. If I do 70, 65 is close to 70. I know 7 goes into 70 10 times, so we know our answer needs to be about 10. So here we go. Let's divide. So when I look here, I have 6 divided by 7. Since 7 is greater than 6, you cannot divide the tens. So therefore, I need to go over and divide. I need to put them together. The tens and the ones, I need to say, okay, well then, what is 65 divided by 7? So my answer to this question cannot go above the 6. It needs to go above the 5 because I'm looking at 65, not 6. Okay, so if I do 65 divided by 7, I know that 7 times 9 is 63, so I know it goes in there 9 times. Then I'm going to multiply. 7 times 9 is 63, and subtract. I've got 2 left over. So the geyser will erupt 9 times in 65 minutes. Is 9 close to 10? It is, isn't it? So our answer is reasonable. It checks out. In this case, we dropped the remainder, right? That just means 1 would go off, and then in the 65 minutes, there would be 2 minutes left over, or nothing happened. So there's 9 eruptions. Here's example 2. A tennis coach has 125 tennis balls. Okay, there are 4 members on the team. How many balls does each player get for the practice if each player gets the same number of balls? So what we're trying to do is finding 125 divided by 4. So if I'm looking here, I'd say 1 divided by 4. I can't do that, right? If I have 1 apple, I cannot divide it amongst 4 of my friends. I could, they'd each get a 4th, but you know, for the purpose of this, I can't. So I'm going to go over and say, okay, well then what is 12 divided by 4? That one I can do. So where am I going to place the first digit? Above the 2. Not above the 1 because 4 doesn't go into 1. But 4 does go into 12 3 times. So I divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. And subtract. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to dividing. 5 divided by 4 is 1. 4 times 1 is 4, and subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 left over. So how many balls does each player get? They each get 31 balls. And then there's going to be 1 ball that doesn't go to anybody, right? Because they all have to have the same. So there will be 1 ball left over that does not get given to anybody. Here we go. Circle the correct place value position to show where to place the first digit. So if I have 33 divided by 2, okay, divide 3 divided by 2 is 1. multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. And subtract. Bring it on down. So where did I place my first digit here? Well, let's just finish it off. 13 divided by 2 is 6. Minus 2 times 6 is 12. 1 left over. Where did I put my first digit? In the tens place. All right, next one. 179 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3, can't do it. Now I need to go over to 17. So the first answer is going to go above my 7 there. 3 goes into 17 5 times. Multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. And subtract. Bring it on down. Let's see, how many 3's going to 29? 9. Multiply. 3 times 9 is 27. And subtract. There we go. We've got a remainder of 2. Where did our first digit go? In the tens. They're both the tens. What are the odds there? So we should actually solve these. I know some of you might say, well, I already know. I don't need to solve it. Yeah, no. I still want you solving it because the more we practice long division, I mean, it's just going to become so easy, you guys. It might feel tricky to you now, but it's just like if I asked you, what's 2 plus 2? Does your brain have to think about that? It doesn't. It just knows. Like the more you practice long division, your brain's just going to know what to do. So that's why we just need to keep practicing, practicing, practicing. Even if you're at that position, practice doesn't hurt. It's not going to hurt you to do extra practice, right? All right, here we go. Divide, use estimation or multiplication to check. Here we go. Divide. 8 divided by 6 is 1. Multiply. 6 times 1 is 6. And subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to divide. 29 divided by 6. That would be 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah, we got to do 4. Multiply. 6 times 4 is 24. And subtract. So I get 14 with a remainder of 5. I don't know. Let's use multiplication to check. So I'm going to use my quotient. 14 times 6. 24. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 2 more is 8. Add in my remainder of 5, and I'd get 89. Checks out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hop over to 3. Just because 2 is very similar to 1. So here we go. Divide. 4 divided by 7. Can't do it. I'm going to have to go over to the 5. So my quotient, my first digit, is going to go above my 5. 45 divided by 7 is 6. 7 times 6 is 42. And subtract. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to divide. 31 divided by 7 is 4. Multiply. 7 times 4 is 28. And subtract. We get 3. There's nothing else to bring down, so my remainder is just 3. Now I need to check using multiplication or estimation. Let's just do multiplication. All right, 64 times 7, my quotient, times my multiplied by my divisor. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 2 more is 44. Then I need to add in my remainder, 451. Yep, 451. Check. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.